What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? Please consider subscribing if you enjoy the video. The male orgasm starts with cum and ends several seconds later. If you stay on the cock after we finish, we will likely convulse from what is either pain or euphoria. We don't know which. But don't stop immediately after we come or you'll ruin it. I had a girlfriend that would literally stop with the first spurt, get up and go into the bathroom, run water on a face cloth, come back and throw it at me while I was beating myself off the rest of the way, then go back into the bathroom and shut the door. Also, once she read an I shit you not Cosmo article that said when your man is about to come you should squeeze the top of his dong closed to stop him from coming. She tried this a bit too late, unfortunately, which ended up with me in tremendous pain and blood coming out of my peanuts. It was literally the only time she used a firm grip. 2. Blood. The frick? That can actually happen? Yup, retrograde ejaculations can rupture capillaries. There, another terror added to the box. Might be too late, but guys really enjoy side-by-side time. A lot of people have already brought this up, so I'm really just putting a name on it. It took a while for my wife to figure it out, but side-by-side time is when you are engaged in an activity with someone else, but not necessarily talking to them. You bond through the shared experience of the activity, not by talking to each other. This is why so many guys reminisce about shared experiences and tell stories about things they did together. I also happen to think that side-by-side time is why guys like games so much. I game online with my good friends frequently, and we rarely get past how are you in terms of personal chat, but we all love it. Same goes for watching sports, playing board games, other hobbies and stuff. So, if you really want to impress your husband, boyfriend, intentionally have side-by-side time with him. Pick an activity or hobby that he enjoys and just do it with him. Don't ask him if he's enjoying himself, or what he's thinking. If you have to, literally just sit next to him on the couch and watch the game with him. If he's comfortable with it, quietly watch him build his computer, or ask him how it works. Keep the conversation about the activity. Avoid asking him how he's doing unless he brings it up. Literally just be there with him. Sit and be there while he cleans his gun, or just read a book in the same room he's reading in. Total side note. Especially for women who are married to an introvert. If you really want to have a conversation, ask your husband, boyfriend about something they're interested in or enjoy. Point being, guys, and introverts in general, find it 10x easier to talk about something rather than themselves. Ask a guy how his day is. Fine. Ask a guy to explain something about his favorite hobby. You will be there for hours. This is a generalization, but I think there's some truth in it. I think women tend to bond through verbal communication, and they get worried, nervous to just be there with their partner, side by side, because they aren't actually doing anything. But guys see that as bonding and caring. I legitimately use this doing youth work. Can't get a young guy talking, go fishing, play video games or kick a ball. They will spill their gut about feeling abandoned by their parents. The indirect interaction is less intimidating and works around the perception that men don't talk about their feelings. Because you aren't talking, you're kicking a ball and just happen to be talking. Thanks for getting young men to talk. Having someone like you at the right time in someone's life saves people. My wife and I love side-by-side time. We call it being alone together. I'll play a game, she'll read, or vice versa. Or I'll be gaming on one system and she's sitting next to me with a Switch. Or reading next to each other. It's just nice to have someone there, but still be doing your own thing. As an introvert, I usually assume that the details of my hobbies are really boring to other people. Pretty much this. My ex never understood how I could be comfortable playing on my PC while she was watching TV in the same room. Lyle, I enjoy being around you, but I don't need to be doing something with you all the time. When we tell you we're trying to lose weight, we aren't asking you to compliment our bodies. We're bringing it up because our uncles have quadruple bypasses and the doctor told us we have high blood pressure. Oh, I love dad bods. No lady, we're gonna die. I am in the process of losing weight, 231 to 185, at 209 this AM. And my wife says I look fine. I'm like, baby. I know you'll frick me, but I want to live a lot longer than I think I will in this shape. Almost nobody ever compliments men. A simple compliment can make a guy's week. We're starved for it. I walked into Best Buy last weekend and one of the employees at the door said nice shirt, and I've been thinking about it all week. Because I bought that shirt in March and I thought it was a nice shirt, and it felt so good to hear someone that wasn't my mum say that. Seriously. Met a girl this weekend and when I took my glasses off, she said that she loved my eyes and thinks they're beautiful. Gonna be riding that one for a while. Shoot. Someone told me that 8 years ago and I still about it. No joke. I can remember every random compliment I've gotten from a stranger for the last circa 5 years. It's so out of the norm for us that sometimes when I do get compliments I take it a different way. For instance, a friend said my nose was cute the other day and I instinctually thought they were making fun of me. We'd like to be spoiled sometimes. Enjoy hearing we're handsome. Like hearing our efforts are appreciated. Would like to feel secure. 2. I love showering my boyfriend with compliments. Also, whenever he gets out of the shower I always catcall and whistle at him. I didn't do it a couple weeks ago because I was not paying attention. After he got dressed he came and sat next to me and asked if I was okay. I said, "You're why?" He said I didn't whistle at him and thought I must be mad. I said no, but he looked a little sad. I asked if he liked it when I did it. He sheepishly smiled and said, "It makes me feel really good." It made me so happy that such a silly thing made him feel good about himself. Now he comes out and strikes a pose and I yell and go wild. I love him. Your relationship sounds really heartwarming. Keep it up. We have our painful moments just like our soul-filling ones. We believe love is a choice at the end of the day. Sometimes that choice isn't the one you want to make when you are angry or feeling like you aren't getting what you want out of it. And sometimes we hurt each other. But we have been dating 6 years and have been shopping for engagement rings. And we know each other more deeply than anyone else on earth. His heart and mind is completely safe and loved in my hands. And mine is with him. Shared a shower with my girlfriend. She washed my hair. Best feeling ever. That dating and dealing with rejection makes a lot of men feel unwanted and unattractive. True, but I've concluded that's only because I'm ugly and nobody likes me. Story for a lot of us, brother. Some of us have just given up too, and that's why we ignore your hints. Yeah, I just default to she is really polite, funny, good on her. Now, if I act on their hints and they weren't hints, then I'm a creep. If I don't act on their hints, because I can't tell they are hints or just unsure, then I can't take a hint. It's a dangerous game, and I stick to the she's being nice idea too. My boyfriend told me about the apparently euphoric feeling of unsticking your balls from your inner thigh. That was a new one. You know the feeling you get from peeling the plastic off a new phone? Yeah, that, but with your balls. Fathers often don't teach sons about sex. They just expect sons to learn it elsewhere. Ha, my talk came up on the way to a pro baseball game when I was about 9. The family mentioned something about a hooker and my dad looks back in the car and says, "Do you know what a hooker is?" And I said yeah, and that was that. Never talked about it again. Oh, so that's the talk. Either that, or if you ever have any questions, don't be afraid to ask your dad. No one ever has any questions. Hey son, you know what sex is? Yes, and you know how all that stuff works? Yes. Good, use condoms. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, okay? From 13 till now, never had any questions that Google couldn't answer. I never got the talk and also didn't get an unplanned pregnancy. So I guess it worked out. We can spend hours with our best friends and not say anything of significance. This conversation happens once a month. What did you guys talk about? Nothing. How's his wife? I don't know. Good, I think. Are his kids enjoying their new school? What new school? You spent 6 hours with him. You really talked about nothing exciting? We tried to make the best possible baseball team using only names that start in R. P. Randy Johnson. C. Roy Campanella. 1B. Rafael Palmeiro. 2B. Rod Carew. 3B. Ron Santo. SS, Robin Yount. LF, Ricky Henderson. CF, Richie Ashbin. RF, Reggie Jackson. Damn, this is a solid as hell team. Plenty of respect for Odd Karoo, but I would go with Rogers Hornsby. Ryan Sandberg is another option. Never realized how stacked second base is with ours. Robinson Cano if you want to go with current players. Oh, and to round out the team, Rube Waddell should be in the bullpen for entertainment value. I once spent a 10-hour day with two of my best friends and the only conversation of significance we had was the debate on whether Jake Gyllenhaal is hotter than his sister. He is. Sometimes when we pee it comes out in 2 streams. Sorry I missed the toilet. I've had 4 streams. It was confusing, but bragworthy. I've legitimately had 1 stream, but it was coming out at an angle so strange I peed on my own feet. I once got 3 streams. One aimed normal at the toilet, the other to the left, and other directly at my feet. I had to kneel down so that I wouldn't pee myself. There are significantly fewer secrets than you think. Sometimes we really are just thinking about nothing important. Just staring off into space, imagining what we'd do if ninjas suddenly attacked this room. What would happen if a zombie apocalypse happened right now? Would I live? Would I use this bench I am sitting on to barricade the door? I am pretty much dead. Never mind. What would I do if the zombies were super fast? Would I just accept death? Nah. Stupid shit like this, awesome shit like this. Every day I tell myself that I need to run more just so I don't get it in a fast zombie scenario. I could take down 4 terrorists, right here, right now. I don't think you realize just how many times I've saved the entire subway car from machete death.